RC. Well, if you're in the Northeast at all, you know it's been really cold up here. And it finally happened. I had a pipe burst in my house, and guess where? Right above my bench. Wonderful, right? Wonderful. My whole shop is drenched. Just everything soaking wet. My entire parts wall soaking wet. Pegboards all warped and soaking wet. Spray paint cans are all soaking wet. I mean, look at this disaster. Oh, God, look, the whole ceiling's gone. Of course, it's got to be right above my bench. There's the pipe right there that broke. You can see that little patch. That's the broken pipe. All of these kits, all of the boxes are damaged. Just soaked. Just drenched. Everything drenched. Look at this. Drenched. Look at that water in the drawers. Anyone else ever had their workshop flooded? Let me know. What'd you do? Soaking wet. All of these unopened kits that were on the floor under my bench right there, soaking wet. All of the boxes are soaking wet. Oh my God. Look at this. I just have piles of RC boxes everywhere. My shop is destroyed, guys. I guess I gotta rebuild.
She sent me a really nice text.
That's the culprit right there. There it is, right there. Look at this. Okay, I got it pretty much cleared out. No more racks of RC cars everywhere. You can clearly see the wet floor, and you can clearly see really the path of the water. If you look at the pegboard here, the water came in right there where that crappy patch job is, right? Came in there, saturated everything that was up here. I had kits lined up here. All those boxes were soaking wet, along with the contents in them. These transmitters were safe. Nothing happened to them. The water just went right around them. The back walls there got wet, but it didn't really damage anything, so I'm just going to leave that. But then you look at the pegboard, you can see a clear water line of everything that was soaked. These parts bags that were hanging here, some of them were filled with water, right? And you can see the water kind of stops like right here where this mat starts. So this whole half of the bench drenched. I have like a vintage surround sound system here. I'm letting it dry out. I hope it still works because this thing pounds, man. So yeah, look at this mess. I have all my stuff kind of just scattered everywhere. Look, this is the part of my basement that wasn't affected. And look at all my RC stuff out here. Everything is just kind of staged out here until I can get the actual shop area rebuilt. But look at this. Look at these wet floors. So, of all places in the house for a pipe to burst, I guess this is the best spot because, you know, it's not major damage or anything. It's concrete floors down here. There's no wood floor to get damaged. The ceiling did come down. Obviously, you know, sheetrock can only hold so much water before it collapses. So, the ceiling came down. But yeah, I guess better down here in my shop than like in my living room or a bathroom or something where, you know, a little bit more of an emergency. So I guess it's an opportunity to upgrade a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. Got this all cleared out. I'm going to give it a day to dry, give the floor a day to dry, give all this wood here a day to dry out. And then I'm probably going to take Godzilla and the flag down. I'll probably paint this wall with some white exterior paint. And then maybe the pegboard too. I might paint that white once it dries out. I'm just happy that the pegboard didn't get all warped. Actually, maybe it did. You can, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but it's kind of bubbling out right here. I don't know if you can see that. There's like a hump right there, kind of bubbling out. I think it's hard to see on camera, but there is a little hump there. I don't think it's going to warrant me having to tear this whole thing out and rebuild it, thankfully. The bench will dry out. This is pretty. This is a 1/2-inch plywood here. And these are some nice 1x6s and 2x4s. So this thing's pretty sturdy. I don't think the bench is going to warp. Just going to let it air out, give it a day to dry, and then start putting everything back together. Okay, making progress, guys. Got everything cleared out, and I painted this exterior. This is a foundation wall. I painted this with white exterior paint, and then just decided since I got everything off the bench and everything cleared out and the paint out, I might as well do the pegboard back here white also, just to kind of brighten everything up in here. I left this pegboard brown because I kind of like the way the brown and the white look together. And then I'm going to cover all this up with kits and parts and tools and, you know, all that fun stuff. So I think this is looking pretty good. The floor is actually still wet. It's not totally dry yet. That's not paint. That's all sheetrock on the floor there. I just got to get, oh my God, look at this mess I have. I'm going to start bringing everything back in and get everything set up and organized. And then I'm going to have to buy some more rugs for down here. I usually put 2 rugs on top of each other because it's a concrete floor and I'm standing at my bench here. This will help. What the heck? There we go. Got some insulating pipe wrap here. Going to cover those pipes up real good. I don't want this to happen again. I'm going to start layering everything back in, get all my cars back in, tools, parts, all that fun stuff, and just get everything set up and in working order again. And then eventually I'll get carpet down here again. I had 2 10x10 area rugs, one on top of the other down here, because it's a concrete floor, and if I'm standing at my bench for a long period of time, the 2 rugs give me a little bit of cushion. So I'll probably get 2 more 10x10 rugs for down here. I have one upstairs, an old one that I'm going to probably take out of my living room and bring down here, and then put something new up in the living room. So there we go, making progress. I'm going to keep moving. All right, guys, still a huge mess, but it's coming together, starting to get things put in their place. My bench is still wet, as you can see right there. It's kind of dry in that corner. This is the only dry spot on the bench. Everything else is wet. I'm gonna give that another day or two to dry out before I start putting anything on the bench. Let it air out. I don't want any mold down here. But yeah, the floor's still drying a little bit. But yep, floor is still a mess. It's still a little wet. I gotta get the rest of this sheetrock residue up off the floor, and then eventually I'll put a rug down here. But yeah, look at this disaster. Look at this mess. I have stuff everywhere. It's just stuff everywhere. It goes all the way out there. But yeah, look at this disaster. I have stuff everywhere. I had these cans upside down because they were wet and they were rusting. So yeah, good times, guys. These boxes got all warped. This TTO2 box is an unopened kit and it's warped. Super Astute was in plastic. The Grasshopper's in plastic, so those kits were unaffected. I was saving my Watanabe box, and it still has all the spare parts and everything in it, but as you can see, it's all warped. It has a lot of damage to the box. So there goes that. But yeah, slowly but surely, it's coming back together. I'm getting there, guys. All right, moving right along, halfway down the pegboard. Yeah, buddy, moving right along, moving right along. Alrighty, still a mess, but making progress, getting parts back on the wall. All of these header cards on the parts walls, they're all soaking wet. I'm trying to very gingerly put them on there because I don't want to rip the cards. I want them to dry and then still be able to hang here. These are all soaking wet still, but I guess they'll dry eventually. I must say though, I'm loving the white pegboard. I think it looks awesome. Cool white pegboard. I think the white walls, the white pegboard, and the brown all kind of go nicely together. Looking good so far. All right, guys, starting to look like an RC shop again. All the water's cleaned up. Everything's repaired. All the cars are cleaned off. Everything's put back in their places. And I think it looks better than ever, to be honest with you. Even though I'm very upset about the pipe breaking. You know, I took the opportunity to upgrade a little bit and put everything back the way it goes. This is an MST kit that I was literally in the process of making a build video for you guys when the pipe broke. And this thing got soaking wet, including all the electronics. I don't even know if it works. Haven't tested it out yet, but that video is coming soon, guys, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, got everything where it needs to be, and I am back in action. And I appreciate you guys watching this video. I had to pivot a little bit, so thank you for watching, guys. And as always, I appreciate you. And stay tuned, because now that I got kind of a new shop, plenty more videos to come, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching.
RC